Okay, everyone. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Got my eye protection on. I got my smoke. Hopefully, I don't need it. I got my smoke. Get some gloves. I don't really like getting stung on my hands. We're gonna go. We're gonna go walk over, and I'm gonna show you the easy peasy CoverGirl simple way to install the bees in the simplest way, shape, or form. So hope you guys are all enjoying your lovely day. So let's start over here. Let's show you what I got. We're gonna start off with. This is a package of bees. This is what your package of bees comes in. So you'll see where they have the big clump here. Inside that clump is the queen. You're going to see me extract something that will have the queen. And I'm going to put that, we're going to be putting that in the cage or in the little house over to the side. And that is what we're going to be working on and doing. Oh, why do I wear? So I wear the eye protection because I don't want the bees to get up into my eyes, but I don't like wearing veils. So I do suggest if you guys are new to beekeeping, you should be wearing veils. I've been raising bees for, how long have I been raising bees? Over 10 years. I used to wear a veil the first couple years. I don't know these bees. It would be a good idea. It's a smart idea to wear a veil when you don't know your bees. It is a smart idea. I never sold the idea of me being a smart individual. So yeah. So what we're doing here is we are opening this up because this is, in here is where the queen is going to be. Yes, it is absolutely bee day. Very excited about bee day. So actually need to go get a tool real fast. So you guys get to stand here, hang out, see what's going on. I'm going to go grab a tool. I'm going to zoom you guys up nice and close while I go and get that tool. So you guys can go see. I need to get a wrench. I need to get not a wrench. Gosh, man. I just need to get some pliers. Pliers make it a lot easier to pull that out. So I'm going to put that there. I'll be right back in just a second.
I want some bees. My chamomile is already popping flowers.
Okay, guys, got the pliers. This is what I was needing for this project. Let's mic myself back up. Let's back up. Put the camera in the particular thing. So what I'm going to need is, I'm getting the pliers. Because what we're going to do, see if I can move the camera around a bit. So what we're going to do is I'm going to be pulling that up from there and putting it into the hive. You can't actually see what I'm doing from here. So how about right here? Yeah, you'll be able to see what I'm doing there. Just put that like that. Now when I do this, a bunch of bees are going to come out, because that is normally what happens. Man, they got this really wedged in here, which sucks. So when they have this wedged in here like this, it requires a whole different level of messing around, which I hate. Maybe that was enough. Maybe. Yeah, hopefully that was. Man, these guys must have been in here for a hot minute because this is glued in. Okay, so when I pop that open, guys, what's going to happen is you're going to see some bees. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this over here. We're going to move you guys over here. I'm going to move this over here. Let's make sure we can see everything without the camera falling. I'm going to put you guys like right here. And then we're going to bring we're going to bring that over there. We're going to put that right there so it makes it nice and easy for me to get to. That holding there. Now, some people, what they'll do is they'll pick this up and they'll shake this and put it in. I don't really like the shaking model. It's not as much fun for me. I actually prefer the slow release. I like my bees to start off thinking that I'm nice and cool instead of that I'm just some dick that wants to throw them in here. Yeah, we're not C-sectioning them.
So you want to come to Tennessee and help me dig a small pond? LOL.
I could help you dig a small pond. I like digging holes. Okay, we're gonna put that there. Hopefully I'm gonna get this so it doesn't roll away. Now the next thing is the reason, if you see I left the bee tool sitting on there, the reason I left the bee tool sitting on there like I did, you'll see the red bee tool right here, is because there is a little yellow tag, and that is where the queen is. And that is what I need to see. Let's see how, these guys are pretty chill. This is the fun part. Look at this. Isn't that cool? Now what I'm going to do first is I'm going to get my bee tools out of the way. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to put this into the hive like so. The reason I'm putting this into the hive is because the next thing I want to do is I want to put this in between. But I want these guys to know that they can jump on here. But I want to shake these guys off first. But I'm going to shake these guys off in here. Okay, the reason we're shaking these off is because I want to inspect my queen. So my queen, she is in there. Actually, I can hear her. I don't know if you guys might not be able to hear, but queens make a slightly different noise. So these guys aren't trying to sting me or anything. They're just kind of walking around on my hands. So the next thing I want to do is I want to get my bee tool. And I want to slowly remove this cork. Now, I fucked this up many times in the past. So let's not do that this time. But what I want to do is I just want to open this up just a little tiny bit. I want to get some access to this cork. I want to make sure the queen is nowhere near when I do this, just in case I slip. She's on this side. Now I can go. did what I didn't, well, I can't say I did what I didn't want to do. It's fine. The cork is still intact. I just didn't want to, I was trying not to break the cork. Okay, now we're going to go a lot closer here, just in case when I do this, see, this cork broke and it makes everything a lot harder for me right now. So what happened is the cork broke, and I was trying to pour the cork out because you have to open the cork in this so that the queen can get out, but the cork broke on me. So I'm going to use, I know with this tool, I have this little, ow, didn't get stung by a bee, but got pinched by my own knife. It's ridiculously silly. Okay, so before the bees get on this, because I don't want them too many to get on this because it makes it easier, I want to slowly open this little door, just like so. I want to get her. Actually, she hasn't gone out yet, which is great. So I'm going to put her right here. Okay, she just came out, which is nice. Okay, so she is out, and she is on a frame. I wish she was not on the frame she was on, but beggars can't be choosers. She came out and she's in here. So next thing we're going to do is close up this tool. And we are going to pop this over this way. And she is right. So I will show you guys. I'm going to bring you guys in so you guys can see where she is at. So we're going to look down here, kind of an angle. And where did she go? See, these guys are down here. I don't know if you guys can see those guys holding hands. Just being silly. Okay, so let's see if she moved. I think so they're clumping up right. If you guys can see, they're kind of clumping up right there at the bottom. I think that's where the queen is right now. So I'm going to move this out just a little bit just to see if she came over on this side. She did not. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is I have one other thing I want to do. Is I'd like to find her again for just a second, but I'm pretty sure she's just right down there. Because one thing I don't want her to happen is, I've never had this happen, but I don't want her to go back into the clump of bees. Okay, I believe that's her. I believe that's her right there in the center of the screen going down. Yes, I do not mark my bees, so I like the Where's Waldo challenge. So what we normally do, and what I'm going to do with this mix, is we're going to give it a shot, and we'll come back and check on it later. But all I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a lid on this. And we're going to, hopefully in the next hour or so, these bees are going to leave this, and they're going to head over to here. That is the ultimate goal. That is what I'm shooting for. That is what I'm hoping for. So let me put you guys back up on the thing for just a second so I can put the lid and such on. So we've got our nifty lid. Putting our nifty lid on. Putting the top on. The one thing we do need to get, and let's go walk over and get that, is I do want to put the reducer in the front. because the front is too open right now. So let's go walk over and get the reducer. And what the reducer is, yeah, I do need to put a brick on the wall. What the reducing is, you see how big the opening is here? We want to make that opening smaller. So we have our pile of stuff for our bees. And I know somewhere over here, right here it is what I'm looking for. Is my bee reducer. There's Lisa and Jake and Fernando all hanging out, saying hi. So we're going to take the reducer. I want right now, I want these guys to very much not come out. I want them to understand that this is their house. So we're going to do this for right now. We're going to make a really small entrance. So I do a couple guys hanging out up there, but I do want to make this a very small entrance. I do need to get a brick, but I just want to show you guys so you can confirm this short sleeve shirt. I've got welder's goggles on. The only reason is I don't want bees around my eyes. Getting stung in the beak, getting stung in the eye would not be cool. But this is what I was wearing when I got and was messing with my bees. So just let's step back. I just want you guys to understand how you can raise bees without all of the crazy suits. So gloves, because I don't like getting stung in the palms. It makes me drop things. I have my hair. You know, I do have dreads, just so you guys know. You know, here, I'll just take it off. So I do have dreads. I have pretty long hair. So this is designed for even if women, you should put your hair up because bees will get into your hair. So put a hat on. I like these kind of hats. I know they're hot, but I can tuck all of my hair up into the back like so. And then these are just welder's goggles. These are your run-of-the-mill welder's goggles with just clear glass in them. I used to just wear glasses, but I do want to protect coming in the sides of my eyes. So welder's goggles, your hair up. I like my palms free because getting stung on your palms absolutely suck. But I don't worry about this. I try to roll up my sleeves so that most of the time they're not going to crawl that much on you. See, there's bees even flying around me. So I just want you guys to know I have the smoke here. You guys saw. It's still a little smoky. I didn't have to use it. So we'll come back and we'll probably give them about an hour, maybe 2 hours. We'll come back in about an hour or 2 hours and we'll check on the bees and we'll see what they're doing and we'll see how everything is working and seeing if this turns what we think about this. So anyways, really guys, it is that simple. You don't need all the crazy. You guys might want them, but I don't want you guys to be afraid of bees. So many people out there are petrified of bees. They think bees are dangerous. They're afraid of getting stung. They've got this crazy idea of how dangerous bees are. And I'm here to demystify. It's all about keeping zen. Stay calm. Keep your movements, you know, at a somewhat minimum. As you see, this is going to be right on my path. I want these bees to know that I'm a person. I want them to know me. So I will probably, what I'll probably do is like I did with the other ones, I'll probably, next couple days, I'll put on a t-shirt, an old t-shirt I'm not too interested in. I'll wear the t-shirt for a day, and then I'll stick the t-shirt in the top so the bees get used to me. They get used to my smell. And yeah, so that's it, guys. Real simple. If you guys stay tuned, probably in about an hour, 2 hours, we'll jump back on here. We're going to open this bad boy up. We're going to make sure that all the bees are good to go. So, hope you guys enjoyed yourself. It's Doc. This is the Bee Aware series. Simplest way to install bees. No stress. No nothing. I'll talk to you guys all real soon.